Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for link price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Don't forget please to support the channel with a like and subscribe, of course, for more updates, and leave your comments and questions below. I would be glad to answer it. So starting with a link with a very beautiful bullish chart, which has much more possibility to be more bullish, where we can see a 1 and a 2 here as an expanding flat, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing the wave 3 in the white, then a beautiful flat for a wave 4, and then finishing an impulse with a wave 5. For that impulse, it has finished, of course, in a wave 1 or a potential wave A as a zigzag. Where your wave 1 and A, you want to see, of course, 3 waves towards the downside, where we can see a W, X, a Y. Your wave Y has a range much more longer time, of course, where we can see a formation of a wave 2 or of a wave B for continuation towards the upside, of course, in case we are very bullish. If in case we are a bearish scenario, we are already here in a wave A, B, and a C, unfinished correction, of course, where your wave A has extended as W, X, Y, is 3 waves towards the downside and 3 waves towards the upside, of course, here for B, and then we want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. Now, of course, this scenario where we have a bearish is a very low possibility, especially after seeing this long range here of a very long correction, which it could be much more than enough to, of course, correct this whole long wave. And of course, we have started to see a continuation towards the upside, where we can see impulsively we are going up, which is, of course, a reduced scenario of being bearish. So looking, of course, at the bearish much more deeper, what we want to look in case that this is still unfolding, your wave C should be impulsive, as we said, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, diagonal maybe, or an impulse. However, your wave 2 did not yet touch the 0.38 fib level, which is the minimum requirement for a wave 2. So if you want to see a 1, a 2, you need, of course, even to get higher prices, at least to the 13.73 cents. The perfect target for a wave 2 would be preferably inside the green box between the 0.618 and the 0.786, giving us a price between $17 and $19.7, which is still a very bullish scenario so far until we reach this wave 2 and then moving towards the downside. Therefore, this increases now the possibilities that we are much more bullish than bearish. Now, if we look at the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart in our bullish / bearish scenario as well, we can see, of course, our formation of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 perfect impulse. After this, we have seen an A, B, C perfect for a wave 2 after a formation, of course, of a wave 1. Now, in case that this is, of course, could be a diagonal shape with a little bit overshooting a wave 5, which I don't really like. However, your wave 5 is not so much bigger than your wave 3, so it's still valid, but it is a very much possible that this is a wave 3 waves towards the downside because of this overshoot, and especially that we are looking for continuation towards the upside. However, this is still 3 waves up and 3 waves down, and possibly we are looking, of course, for an impulse towards the downside, towards the upside. Now, if that is a WXY, of course, then you want to finish here a wave 2 or a wave B, then, of course, yeah, move towards the downside. However, this is still also considered as, it could be considered, of course, as an impulse, where we can see as well a formation kind of here of 1, 2, possibly of 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, where your wave 3 is very short, but not shorter than your wave 1, which is still okay for an impulse based on Elliott Wave analysis, of course. However, it's still a little bit looking, of course, as a 3-wave towards the upside, which a little bit reduce, of course, the possibility as well. So, however, the good thing is that we are looking again for another impulse here that is unfolding, which, yeah, support much more the possibility that we are impulsive as well in here. So what we can say now inside this scenario, of course, on the 4-hour chart, it is, of course, sideways a little bit. I mean, 50-50 that we are between bearish and bullish just because of what's going on here. However, if we look at the 1-hour chart here on the bullish scenario, we can see, yeah, that we can be here a 1-2. When we look very deeply inside, we can see a formation of a 1-2 here, and then 3, where we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, possibly in a diagonal shape. However, yeah, this could be an expanding diagonal because, yeah, there is no other scenario that it can be given for this impulse. And after this, we are looking, of course, for a finished 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 for a wave 5, giving us here, of course, a long wave 3 as well, not shorter than the wave 1, which is still okay for an impulse. Now, in that case, if this is an A, B, and a C in a zigzag, your wave C should hit at least the $30.8 or 0.90. Of course, your wave C should be impulsive, and as we can see here, possibly we are looking at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 and 5, of course, finishing this wave C towards the upside. Your wave 5, of course, should finish somewhere around here, finishing also a wave C. In case we gonna see definitely a retracement here after the 1-to-1 fib level. If we see 3 waves towards the downside and then a movement towards the upside, that means we are in a continuing the prices, of course, taking in consideration this 1 and 2. So we want to see continuation to finish, of course, this wave 3 towards the upside, then 4 and 5 again. Of course, your wave 4 is exactly here after, of course, hitting your wave C. If in case we see after here the 1-to-1 fib level, we see 3 waves and then again 4, 5, that means it is an impulse, and that means we are going impulsively towards the downside after finishing 3 waves towards the upside, which it's gonna turn much more to a bearish scenario, finishing here a wave 2, of course, after A, B, and a C, and possibly, yeah, moving down for a bigger impulse towards the downside, as we saw in the bearish scenario on the daily and the 4-hour chart. However, the possibilities are still higher for the bullish scenario, because even on the daily chart we can see that, yeah, we are much more in the trend towards the upside after a correction here, and we are looking at a bigger impulse, a confirmed impulse here, and a confirmed 3 waves towards the downside, which is much more preferably, of course, to have at least higher prices, at least for a zigzag, in case this is a zigzag. So basically, this is it for the bearish scenario, for link. I mean bearish / bullish. However, as we said here in the bearish, yeah, in case we are 3 waves up for W, then yeah, for X a zigzag, and then we are looking to finish a zigzag for a Y, and therefore this will finish in 3 waves, and therefore moving towards the downside. That's it for link. I hope that you liked the update. If you did, please press the like button, and if you did not subscribe yet for the channel, please subscribe for more updating video. Thank you for watching again. See you in the next video. Bye bye.